Alright, first and foremost, I'm gonna give all praises, all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. That's to the Most High in the name of His Son, Yahawashi. That's their true Hebrew names. Salutations, grace, peace, mercy, and more faith. Pray that you got more faith to the brothers who've scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, who believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, no matter what. No, this lesson is gonna be about not judging based on the outward appearance, because how this how this system right now, the system that we're living under, it teaches us to judge a man by his looks and by what he has and stuff like that. But the ways of the Most High is different, and this is how we should adapt to. We shouldn't adapt to the way. We shouldn't be in the ways of this system. All right, we're supposed to take your mindset out from how this system, because it's contrary to how the Most High wants you to operate. Now, I'm going to read the first precept. This is John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So it says, judge not according to the appearance. Let's go into the word appearance real quick. Right? The way that someone or something looks. So most people might see a man, you know, he might got a nice car, he might got nice clothes, he might, you know, everything good, looking good down to a T, you know, and how they also judge how other people looked at him, and then from that judgment they say, oh, this guy is a good guy. Meanwhile, on the inside, this dude is full of hypocrisy. He's a liar, an adulterer. He's a you know, all the stuff in the book. All right, or he could be like, it doesn't matter. The fact is, what's perceived on the outside is not what's on the inside. All right, and that's what we have to fix. And if you're coming out of the world, coming out of the system, the ways of this world, and trying to renew your life in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, you're supposed to look to clean the inside first, you know. Not saying that you walk around looking crazy or carrying yourself crazy, but at the end of the day, appearances matter less than what's inside your heart. Keep that in mind, all right? And you don't judge nobody by how they look. Just because, okay, no, for example, no, this is, no, I was talking to brothers who might be changing their life, coming into the truth. This is pertaining to brothers who are already in the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. You can't judge a brother because his clothes might not look as new as yours, or his shoes might not be as new as yours, or whatever the case may be. He might not get a haircut in a while. You can't judge a brother because he look in a certain way. Maybe you don't know the situation that brother is in 9 times out of 10. Maybe that brother is not financially, fiscally capable of doing stuff like that. Or maybe he's going through something. Or maybe that's just how the brother is. But he's still able to keep himself clean in a certain way. You ain't supposed to, the point is, don't judge another brother or individual by their outward appearance. That's how people get fooled. Alright? When the person might be real sincere on the inside. You know, that's how people misjudge people too, you know. See a brother got the garment clean as hell. Press. Fringes, got some fat fringes. But meanwhile, you got hypocrisies on the inside. You know what I'm saying? No, let's move to the next precept before I talk this off. It's 2 Corinthians 10:7. Do you look on the things after the outward appearance? Yeah, ask yourself. Do you look at what a man has on the outside? How his hair look, how his shirt, his shoes look? Do you judge a man by how his skin color look? That's all things you gotta think about, man. Cause you know, and the reason why most people got the perception of, I'm gonna say, the Hebrew Israelites as being aggressive. The reason why people got the perception, cause we're really not aggressive. Brothers know we're not aggressive. We're not really like, just because we shout and we lift up our voice, that doesn't mean we're aggressive. It comes down when people approach us, and then before a brother even try to hear out the situation was happening from the listener or whatever that's participating. Now I'm not saying every situation is black and white or gray like that, but I'm giving you an example. What I'm saying, before a brother even try to hear about or listen to what a particular, what the listener or the potential brother or sister is saying, or whoever they may be, they are already ready. 9 times out of 10, they're ready to curse them out. They're ready to wish death on them. They're ready to tell them shut up. You know what I'm saying? They're not really there to lend our ear. They're not really there to minister and to serve and to give healing and to have patience. So this is what leads to, I'm just, drawing a reference, man. Cause people perception of us, not saying that it is that we're aggressive. The reason why, because most time when people walk up to us, the first thing, I want to say 7 times out of 10, the first thing that a brother does, he goes off on the person without even trying to assess the situation. You know what I'm saying? Without even trying to assess the situation, because they're judging by the outward appearance. Maybe the person might look, maybe they might look, right, crazy or whatever. They are already ready to curse the brother to death. Or maybe he might look like an Edomite, but maybe he's an Israelite in the spirit. That's why you can't, look on the things that the outward appearance, man. You gotta judge by the spirit. By the way people, what they have in their heart. Alright? What they have in their heart. Alright? If any man trust to, I'm continuing in 2 Corinthians 10:7. If any man trust to himself that he is in Yahawashi, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Yahawashi's, even so are we Yahawashi's, Hamashiach's, anointed. Same thing. But yeah, simple. Verse 8, I'm going to jump into verse 8. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord had given us for edification, and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed, that I may not seem as I would terrify you by letters. For his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak and his speech comfortable. That's what they used to say. I think it's because Paul, if y'all look into Paul was short. I don't think that's the meaning of his name, but that's besides the point. Hey, no, that is the point. Yeah, I think Paul had this. Let's look it up. Meaning of Paul. When I looked into his name one day, he meant short. Alright? Matter of fact, let's get the little Bible. No, here it is. Hold on. I might be wrong, but let's look into it. But I could remember. I looked into that. I said, yo, Paul was short. Or that just might be what his name meant. Whichever one. Yes, Paul. Paul or Paulus. Small or little. Alright? Paul was the most famous of the apostles and wrote a good part of the New Testament, the 14 Pauline epistles. No, hear this. That's what he was saying. For verse 10, for his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weaky and his speech comfortable. Because remember, this was Paul's character. That's crazy. Yo, remember Paul, Paul, he's saying Paul writing was powerful. And as we read it, it is very powerful. Through the Spirit and power, Yahawashi. But he says, but his bodily presence is weak. Because what? Paul was a small or little stature. And that's not too true dirt on Paul. That's just bringing out the point that he's saying. And his speech comfortable. The point that he's saying, don't look on the outward appearance, man. That's what he's saying. Hold on, let me get a scripture. This scripture that buddies love to use to defend their talking trash and shit. Wooden speech. Oh man, and this is not what brothers think it means. Anyway, brothers think it means that they could use F words and shit words and stuff like that. Nah, that's not what it means. When he said, "But though I be rude in speech," meaning he wasn't he speech. When it comes to speaking, it wasn't his thing. He would stammer. He would stutter. You know, let me just get. I'm bringing out a point. Wait, I'm gonna circle back on to the point. Oh boy, Second Corinthians. I just gave the parallel verses in the other books. This is Second Corinthians 11:6. I may indeed be an untrained as a speaker, but I do have knowledge. Because why? Remember, going back into Second Corinthians 10 and 11, 10 and 10. For his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak, and his speech comfortable. Because remember, he wasn't a trained speaker. He would stammer, he would stutter. Alright? Despicable. Alright? He would stutter. Alright? Worthy of contempt. Alright? No, let me go back. Let me get next scripture. Okay, let's get to the 11th chapter. Alright, so brothers, keep this in mind. I'll keep it in mind too, yo. Don't be judging nobody by their outward appearance. This is how you get fooled, man. Just because a brother may be looking all good and look like he got his quote unquote shit together, that doesn't mean he's right on the inside. Alright? Remember, we're always supposed to clean the inside first. And don't let other brother judge you because you might not have shit that they have, or your shit might not be totally together like they have. Alright? And when I say judge, I mean like look down on you and make you feel bad because of this, despite if you're trying or not. That's what I mean, to clarify. No, this is Sirach 11 and 2. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. Plain simple scriptures, man. Don't commend a man for his beauty, man. Alright? That's called being carnal. That's how a lot of shit happens, man. It's lucky. Hold on. That's how a lot of stuff happens. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Because brothers commend men for their beauty, and they're not being spiritual. So our brother might walk up to the camp, like I said, looking like a Moabite, but maybe he's an Israelite in the spirit, man. Yo, don't you know that we mess with Moab a lot. I could say that back when I'm from the Caribbean, Jake messed with Moabite. Jake messed with the so-called Chinese a lot, bro. So you can't really be judging men on their outward appearance like that. Okay. Let me get this precept, man. Matthew 7. Because why? You gotta be careful, man. This is Matthew 7 and 15. Beware of false prophets. So beware of false, which come to you in sheep's clothing. Cause what? As a false prophets come to you in sheep clothing. That me, it's lucky. I'm just so excited. I'm just so flustered. The fact that it says sheep's clothing, meaning is comparing to something outwardly. But hear what it's about to say. But inwardly, they are ravening wolves. So on the inside, they're ravening wolves, man. So you gotta look out, man. This is why you gotta read the scriptures for yourself, so you could identify and know when a man is leading you down the wrong path. Alright, because a man may begin to lead you down the right path, but take a detour on the way, and you might be so ignorant because you're not reading and you're just following him blindly and following him to the death blindly. But you got to be able to discern for yourself. All this comes with reading, studying, and praying. It doesn't come with making YouTube videos. It doesn't come with listening to YouTube videos. Alright? Despite contrary to popular belief, you need to read. Matter of fact, let me get this, man. Shit. I'm gonna get it. Oh man. Give diligence to reading. For you to know when someone, cause you can't trust the man at the end of the day, no matter what nobody say. For you to know when someone is going off in the scriptures, you have to be in the scriptures. You can't just be following men blindly. This is 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. That's what you got to do. All right? No, this is 1 Timothy 4:13. This is what we are to do as men in the Lord. 4:13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine, and the doctrine that are written in the scriptures. All right? Not no man-made doctrine. No, this is what you're supposed to do so you don't get led astray, so you don't get fooled by the wolf in sheep's clothing, man. It says, but inwardly they are ravening wolves, and you got to be careful of that, man. You got to be careful, all right? Now I'm going to get 1 Samuel. Some brothers might know about this one. 1 Samuel 16 chapter. You know, and I implore brothers, you know, to do more reading, more praying. You know, is matter of fact, I feel like to speak on this in a different lesson or a different video because I think it should be separated. But you know what? F it. I'm gonna just speak on it. Brothers need to do more listening, more reading, more praying to keep their spirit in tune. That is also something to give diligence in. Don't put the scriptures in a box just saying you give diligence to uploading videos on YouTube and then you think you're going to get saved by that. That's not what's going to save you, alright? Matter of fact, I just need to put this message out. I damn near say this in all my videos, but it needs to be out there. Matthew 7:22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? 23. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work in iniquity. So with that being said, you got to be diligent. Hold on, let me get back with the precept I was going to get. You got to be diligent in reading, praying, keeping your spirit in tune with Yahawashi. You got to be diligent in, you know, trying to keep your mind right so you can treat your neighbor like yourself. Be diligent in not lying. Be diligent in not being false witness, not stealing. Be diligent in not committing adultery. These are all stuff to be diligent in. Be diligent in treating your neighbor like I said this. Okay, this is repetitive. Be diligent in treating your neighbors like yourself, cause that's a big one. That is the big. That's a big one. All right. No, anyway, 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. All right, so don't look on the countenance or the stature. That's what most men look. And it's a pity, you know. For the Lord see it not as man see it, because that's all man could see. That's all man could see. So if you small and look weak and fragile, ain't nobody really seeing you, alright? It says, for man look it on the outward appearance, but God look it on the heart. Alright, last precept to close it out. Really hope y'all was edified with this, you know. Just check, hey man, don't let nobody put you in a box, put a box in the truth. Yeah, other things to keep diligent in, man. Alright, not saying that making YouTube videos is not edifying. You have to be in the right spirit. You got to be in the right spirit. Yahawashi. You got to have that connection with Yahawashi. You can't just be doing stuff like a rat race and just, you know, it's just a whole, like, damn. If y'all brothers reading, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. You got to be in the spirit, man. Alright? You got to be making sure your actions, because that's your works. You got to make sure your works in your daily life matches to what the scripture says. All right? Or else you'll be a hypocrite. This is Proverbs 21:2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. So he look at your hearts at the end of the day. All right? No, with that being said, I'm going to go one last piece. This is the all. This precept should be always in every video, every lesson. Revelations 1:3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. So you gotta read, man. That's the point. That's the point I'm getting at. You gotta read, cause that's how you figure shit out. Alright, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And the time is at hand, man. The Most High is coming back. There is no escaping that. He's coming back to destroy this kingdom and set up the kingdom of Yahweh. Alright. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. I pray and hope you was edified by this lesson. To the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. Shalom.